Hey guys, welcome back to Snooker 19 and part 89 or 90, I'm not quite sure which one, I'm not sure exactly, of our Ronnie O'Sullivan career mode. Today we take on Mark Williams in the second round at the World Grand Prix. So yes, best of 7, the last time out we beat Jimmy Robertson 4 frames to 1 in a fairly mediocre performance. It was nothing special at all, it was pretty disgusting. So today hopefully we can get through first 4 frames. That could well be the entire match if it's 4-0 either player, but hopefully if it's 4-0 we win 4-0 and not Williams. I don't want to be in the receiving end of a 4-0 defeat. Okay, so
thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Feeling confident today,
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
but that can soon change if your opponent starts getting amongst the balls. And I'm going to play a real life break off, and by that I mean play from green side, because that's what I do in real life. And I don't quite like this. I'm being a bit picky so far. You're probably just thinking, hurry up and get on with it. And that was a fairly decent break off. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Okay, I've left him a shot to nothing, but he might not even go for it. It's a very difficult shot. Even if he does go for it, I doubt he'll get it.
One.
He did get it though. Fair dues, fair play. Didn't think that would happen, but I was just looking away. I don't know which pocket he got it to. But an angle here off the black to go into them if he so wishes to. And he's brought a couple of reds into play. So what I thought a very good break off has suddenly turned into an absolute nightmare start for us. So yeah. Some some background noise, sorry about that. So just have some drilling next door.
28. Mark Williams, 28.
Did he just call him Mark William? I'm not even I feel like the referee just called him Mark William. Like that's not even his name. Get it right. I mean, just get the guy's name right, and he'll respect you for that. Like, it's Mark Williams, not Mark William. Unless I just wasn't concentrating properly. That's probably what it was. That he called him Mark William. We'll see next time it happens. If he indeed does it. If he pots the ball again. Which I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll miss again at some point in this match, Or if we ever play Williams again, I just look out for it.
That's really close, but not quite close.
Bit of a shot to nothing sort of thing, that. And where's this cue ball going to end up? Not really hampered. It's kind of just broke the yellow and green apart, which is a shame. But it means we're not going to be snookered, directly behind that target. So, some positives to take away from it, if there are any, It's not all grim.
Not an easy safety, this.
Neil's getting all critical about how it's not an easy safety. And where's this cue ball going to land? Where's this cue ball going to land? Not behind the green. It's not really very good. Considering Mark Williams has came out blocks with that red today at the start, I don't think he's going to miss this if he takes it on. He might refuse it, but well, he missed it. So we have been let off from
Pace is absolutely critical.
from what was a very tough shot. It's kind of trying to break this pack apart slightly in such that it will be a little bit easier to get into them later on if I still get a chance,
He's got the cue ball in a great position.
So far I'm behind in the frame, 28 points. Behind in the match by the same 28 points. Is that... I'm just going to check if that red's off the cushion. If so, I might take it on. It is off the cushion, but not as much as I would have liked to be taking it on. So I'm going to take the plant shot to nothing sort of thing, Very much a sort of thing, and I completely missed the red, When I say I missed the red by the pocket. I just hit the other red. But I've got...
That's a shocker.
Oh right, it's not a very good shot, because Dave's just said it's a shocker. I didn't think that went. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy indeed. That was absolutely awful, that sudden motion. Swept my leg against the camera, against the tripod there. Just adjust the angle slightly. Sorry about that, guys. I'm a bit annoyed. This feels really unprofessional. I normally sort all this out before the video. Just put my controller down now. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. If I was cunning, I could probably make it look like nothing ever happened, but I'm not the sort to bother doing that. Yeah, what a great way to put us off before our first good chance of the match. couldn't get into them. Maybe I should have played it with backspin. I did think of it when I was down on my shot. But that's a very weird kiss. I'm not really landed on anything at all. Unless the black goes. No, the black don't go. Well, I've landed on this green. This brown's very tricky. Well, it's not that tricky.
Now, can you drop this into the
You can play this brown at a nice pace, and that's a good shot. That's a good pot at least. Oh yeah, it's a good positional shot as well. Well, not really. It's not fantastic. It's definitely not fantastic. Not on Pro Plus. Look at this. Look at this. This is a stinker. You know, this hasn't been a good break at all, really.
very poor.
You know, if I'm gonna blame something, then I know what I'm gonna blame. Nudging the camera, but well, it's kind of a bit much. It's very much pot luck here. Mind the pun, because how am I going to get to a red? I don't know. So I'm just going to take this blue because I feel like I can swing around a bit. But this blue is obviously missable compared to the yellow. But you know, I'd rather take the 5 points. It would benefit me later more than the 2 points would. Well, I got the pot and I got some praise. Cue ball's going towards the reds, and I'm on a red. Wow.
11.
I'm on a red. Would you believe it? Would you really believe it? Like, this is okay. This isn't as hard as I initially thought when I looked at it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I've got a few reds open. Oh, now this is becoming a bit more accessible for me. Obviously, just get a few colours back on their spots and jobs are good. And
Just wants to sink this into
it's going to swing this cue ball around a bit.
Excellent pot.
Kind of been a bit lucky with position in this frame so far, but you know, it wasn't the easiest chance when I came to the table, so I think I've needed that luck just to help me along a little bit. And you know, you can get the luck, you can get the run of the ball, but you've still got to pot the balls, so you know, just pulling off some fantastic pots and some lucky position. Kind of like risk-reward situations. You know, this is not the easiest pot in the world on this game. I'm probably a bit more comfortable in real life taking this shot on than in this game, but it's there, it's a beautiful shot. Really is. Little bounce. Perfect. Oh, not really. Not really at all. Okay, I'm just going to dump another. It feels like ages since I played this game. Last Sunday, today's Saturday. I normally film on Fridays, but I didn't bother this week because there was the football Euros quarterfinals on, so I was watching that. It was Italy versus, not Italy, it's Spain versus, what's it called? Switzerland. Sorry. Sorry to the Swiss there. Forgot it playing. And then Italy played in the evening, that's what I was getting confused with. Yeah, it's an interesting little sesh. Interesting couple of matches. Italy clearly playing well. Obviously, to you, the Euros are completely over by now, so probably not much relevance to what I'm saying. And you're just thinking, well, and you're just thinking when you're listening to me, well, they're out. They won the tournament or whatever, so they're clearly playing better than them. Well, you know, but I don't know that at the time of filming that a team might be out next round. I know one of Italy or Spain's going to be out next round, but. Not a very good positional shot. This is a nasty little pot to be taken off.
Half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Nah, I missed it by quite some way. It was a tough shot. The idea of a century was beginning just to creep into my mind a bit. But that started to creep into my mind really when the pack got split. I don't know if there was actually enough points. I'm still behind actually. Look at that for a foul.
Wow. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Review the table.
Well, let's see what he chooses to do here.
I don't think there's a red that goes, but it might be though. I don't think there is. No, that didn't go.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
For the fans! For the fans! What a pot! What a beautiful pot that was. Get back straight back on the table. Like, what a pot that was. Like that really was just something, that's something else. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, that's perfect. Knight on perfect. Don't think I'm on a red here.
Split. 50.
You know, it was a bit like pot luck again, but I'm going to go for the plant because I feel like I'm pretty tempted by this plant, you know. I know it sounds a bit stupid. Like I said, it was tempting.
16.
I'm just pulling off the exhibition shots today. But I don't want to start speaking too soon, you know. Certainly turning out into one of my better sessions, and so early on, you know, considering, you know, I've pulled off obviously that fantastic shot on the cushion. This is, I don't know if it's a fantastic session or whether this is just a sublime break. You know. Shame it can't be part of a century. Obviously, there's not enough points for the century. That's why I'm saying that. And this again is a tough pot.
This to drop gently into the pocket.
Have I hit this hard enough? I don't think it's got the legs, you know. I don't think it's got the legs. It has got the legs.
23.
I've always been a bit pessimistic sometimes, just to prepare myself for the worst, if the worst does happen. I know that just sounds like miserable, but sometimes it's just the best way to prepare yourself for an unfortunate scenario. I did play safe there, by the way, because I didn't see the value in taking a pot.
Good safety.
There was not really an easy pot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 23.
Oh, I thought he'd got a snooker by getting that flick off the jaws, but yeah, this not a lot of balls left to take this opening frame, and to take a 1-0 lead on the, what's his name? What do they call him? The Welsh potting machine.
Coming up.
The Welsh potting machine.
Brilliant. What a pot. Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do
A
here?
few more pots.
1.
Just doing the maths. I think I think just the next red will be frame ball. If this goes in, great. It's gone in.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, Dave's getting all critical, but you know, no need for it. Although this frame, I could quite easily lose it. It's not done yet. Shot to nothing would be perfect to get in at this point of the frame, is to clear it up, but that's not a very good shot at all. That is an absolute stinker, really. That's probably 1-0 to Williams, I'd say. I'd say we've thrown away a huge chance in this frame, but I would have said that, but he's going to take a low value colour, I'd imagine, here. Yep, he has done. So, we're going to be going to a respotted black by the looks of things, and this is going to be some tension in the opening frame. Let's just put it that way. A respotted black.
14.
Not the way I would have anticipated it starting out, but there it is. And this black
25.
to tie this point at 60 apiece, and there it is.
Mark William, 32.
Oh my god, and look at him, what a little git. He's put us in. Put us in. Like, what a little rascal. Oh, what a safety. What a safety. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, unless he gets the double in, which I'd be pretty damn annoyed if he did. But Dave's getting all happy about that, so, you know, if someone as critical as David Hendon's getting happy, well, no, Dave Hendon's normally the happy one out of the two. Neil Founds is the one who gets all miserable and critical, you know, he's like, not a good shot, I don't even know his phrases, I don't know why I'm getting all, I'm just trying to prepare myself, I'm just trying to ready myself for this shot.
Really doesn't want to overhit this.
Oh, I thought it was in. Black, 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 stop, black, 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 black. Oh, I think I might have left this. I think he will take this on. He is, and he's got it. Little git. What a gitty little steal. Gitty little steal. Listen, I love my English, but never mind. That is an absolute choker. That is a choker. Like, I was feeling so impressed. Like, I'd got the perfect start, or so I thought I was having anyway. Never mind. I heard them saying football yesterday on the commentary. I don't even know if this was on the FIFA game. I don't think it was, but it was a good phrase anyway. I quite liked it. They goes, in football you got to have a memory like a goldfish, so that or memory like a fish, so that when you do make a mistake, you forget about it and you put it to the back of your mind and you just get on with the game. And that, well, is what I'm going to be having to do here. I think that was in the Italy-Belgium game last night. Belgium, well, I was pretty surprised that they were out. And, you know, if it wasn't for the penalty, they would have been goalless in that match. But Belgium, obviously. So Italy are clearly on some good form at the moment. Like, Italy didn't even qualify for the World Cup.
Well, you lost control of the cue ball there.
That's a choker, it really is. A bit harder and perfect it would have been, but... Look, I've landed in the position where I'm pretty much on nothing. Like, I can go for this. This is a very tough shot, though. Okay, it's only the second frame. I doubt Williams is going to clear up. I know he won the last frame, but he barely had any momentum of break building. He just nicked it on the colours. He didn't even nick it on the colours, he nicked it on the respot. Although I would fancy it being 2-0 here, so I'm just going to take a seat. You know, you could probably make a pretty good case for Williams winning this frame. Looking at the Reds. The Reds?
7.
What was that accent? The Reds? What am I talking? Talking rubbish, aren't I? You're probably just thinking, shut up.
13.
What was that? Oh right, he's on a red. I was about to say, I thought he was on a colour there. That's not a very good shot. Could have been in for a reprieve.
21.
Not a good shot though there. Yeah, oof.
Mark Williams, 20.
So there's 115 points left on the green bays in this table. And I have to say it in a really fancy way, the green bays. Not just the table, the green bays. And look at these Reds. I don't want to start getting too ahead of myself and thinking century break, and my eyes lighting up over that, because that is really a big mistake that I'm falling into a lot lately. Like, my eyes are just lighting up at the thought of a century break. And especially when I see a table like this. The reason I say my eyes are lighting up at the thought of a century break is because, obviously, my eyes are seeing the balls, you know.
8.
I could take this red, but the black doesn't pop to that corner pocket, so the right corner pocket. So I'm just going to go for this red into the right corner pocket and take the black into the left corner, and probably deal with that red that's blocking the black in the next shot. I'm going to say, if I can. Not a bad shot.
16.
I think I played this perfectly. Oh, played this perfectly. Yeah, that's easy. This is a very easy shot, yeah. Or so it should be anyway.
Gently does it.
There we go. There we go.
17.
Nicely does it. I was going to say not a good shot, but there are Reds on. This is not real life snooker. This is just a video game. So it's basically in this game, basically in real life, the shot becomes harder if it's longer or if the cue ball's on the cushion. Pro Plus aiming aid makes a shot hard when it's on the cushion, though. To be fair, so. But basically in this game, a shot the straighter a shot is, the easier it is, and the more angled a shot, the more ridiculous it is. In real life, I'd probably go for this red here, but on this game, just because of the nature of the potting angles, this is the easier. It's the easier one.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Oof.
Well, an excellent ball. Great cueing there.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
25.
Absolutely Absolutely delighted with that shot. Absolutely delighted. As they say, as the commentators like to say. You know, looking forward to obviously, like, no, okay. Looking forward to the return of live snooker. Obviously, the reason I say return is because the season's over, so I'm looking forward to the new season, basically. British Open, I think that's, no, it's not the first one, there's something else, I think the one with Championship League. What, like, but the format they showed last year, like on the televised one in June. The one Brissell won, the non-ranking one, you know. Or I think this one might be non-ranking. You know, Brissell, if that was ranking last year, the one Brissell won, that would have, Brissell I think would have been, I think Brissell would have been so happy because, you know, his ranking's kind of slipping a bit, but he proved that he could still win a tournament there. You know, he's proved he's actually still quite good. You know, ironic because they say that about Mark Williams, who we're playing now, ironically enough.
Long pot, right up his street.
So I considered the black, pink, but I eventually went with the blue.
Trademark long pot there, such talent.
Well, put it this way, they're happy with that. Certainly Dave Hendon was. I don't know about old critical Neil Founds. So, you know, from a very poor shot to let Williams in, we're making a hell of a lot of this chance now. And, you know, I didn't expect to screw back all the way for the pink. I was probably expecting to be on the blue there. But obviously priority is don't throw this chance away. Don't throw it away. Stop, 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 stop. Beautiful.
Nicely played.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. This is so easy. Oh, this is such an easy pot because I played the last one to perfection. And that's what it's all about. Play your last shot easy. Play your last shot well, the next one will be easy. As Steve Davis, I think it is, says, you're only as good as your last shot. Do you know, I'm guessing that's supposed to be all about positional play. And we're faced with a similar shot as we were in the last frame. It's red that we missed. Because that wasn't a... I mean, the irony is that we were going all on... As I was going on about how you're only as good as your last shot. Well, I'm clearly only that good. But if this goes in, then I'm very good. Because you're only as good as your last shot. Ah, too thin again, but... Too thick again even, but... thinner than last time. You know, if that was harder, that would have been a lovely fluke.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 51.
Was John Parrott calls it as an insurance policy in that red is on the cushion. But if we lose another frame from a huge steal like this, I'll be obviously very annoyed, very hurt by it, and feeling very hopeless.
7.
And Willow's got an angle here to land on that red. I think he will be playing for... No, he hasn't. He's played for the easy one. He's played for the easy one, isn't it? Well, I'm sure he'll land on it, whether he lands on it to the green pocket or to the right, bottom right, the black right corner. But yeah, just taking his time over this shot, you know. Thought he'd missed that then, just because the way the pink had gone. I think he'll play a stun shot on the yellow. Yeah, there we go. He's on this red and frame over, I'd say, from here. Obviously, in real life, that would have been a reprieve, but on this game, it's not very forgiving. This game literally just lets any shot in. Any shot that's remotely straight, it's just bang in the heart of the pocket. So playing well, but we're not converting the chances to frames. Like, I've got the confidence that I can win a frame, because I'm clearly playing well enough to, but I just need to go there and do it.
36.
Can Willow land on the black is the question. Well, he's got a very, very tough black on here, but I'm sure... I don't think he'll miss. And yet... I don't know why I bothered pressing concede, because it was going to do it anyway, but... There we go, 2-0 to Williams, so, you know, a couple more frames like that and we'll be done, but... it's just annoying that we've lost it. If we can just get chances in these next two and convert them, we'll win it, but... We'll win them, but...
This will be concerning for his opponent.
Neil's just said it was concerning for us. Yes, it is concerning, obviously, because of the manner in which we just lost those 2 frames. Like, on another day, we could easily be... We could be laughing 2-0 up, but... We're worried now. 2-0 down in the best of 7, a long way back. Like, I know it might not sound that bad. Players come back from 4-2 in best of 11s. Players come back from 8-6 in best of 19s.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
Ronnie O'Sullivan comes back from 15-13 in best of 33s. Well, he also, well, forget 15-13, he comes back from 16-14 and 13-9, but that's besides the point.
This is not easy.
We all remember that famous comeback last year against Selby. The Salty Selby match.
Not quite.
I'm surprised that's what people didn't go and call it, the Salty Selby match. He was so salty after that match, but you can't blame him. I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video, maybe it's a bit extreme to just straight up interview the player after a heartbreaking defeat like that, I mean. And obviously they're going to get angry, obviously they're going to slag their opponent off a little bit. I mean, who wouldn't? You just expect him to stand there and say, oh, well played, Ronnie O'Sullivan, like, I'm so happy for him, I wish him the best of... I mean, obviously he's not going to say that, he's going to be annoyed himself. Meanwhile, that was an absolute cracking black. But it looks like we're not in prime position. That cue ball had just run on a couple more inches, we would have been perfect on this red. Having said that, this red's not massively difficult, but, you know, still be a bit concerned. I'm just not... It's just obviously scary having to play recovery shots so early in a break, but if I can just somehow find something... That just went in off the jaw, and I was considering hitting it thicker than that initially. You know, I would have missed that. I thought perhaps that was too thin. I'm glad I adjusted that. Oh wow, not really on a red. Not really on a red. Well, it doesn't matter about being on a red on this shot. It's all about being on a colour, flat out, like... My nemesis shot, I think I got one in like this in the first frame. I obviously missed a couple a bit thinner than this, but this is a tough pot. This really is a tough pot.
Well, he's playing this into the left middle pocket.
I think we've had maybe a couple good chances in each frame. I don't know, did we have 2 chances in the lead? We did 2 chances. We had one very early on, and then we had one, that obviously the big one. I think that's missed eventually. No, it's not missed. We're finally on an easy red.
50.
Cue ball, just slow it down.
16.
I was contemplating hitting that cue ball lighter initially, you may have saw, and maybe that would have been the right shot, but I don't know, because it's giving me. I mean, it's easy enough to get to a red from here, but I don't know if it's easy to get to a red, because that's what that's the difficulty. And there you see.
Really
that,
well played.
I'd say this is the red. I didn't initially think of this red.
A half chance.
I'm just gonna add some screw back just so I can see the potting angle. And once I'm happy with the potting angle, I'm gonna go for it. Choose my moment. And strike.
That's a tremendous pot.
And land the right side of the blue.
Great cue ball control.
Just need to, like the commentator said yesterday, memory like a goldfish in this game, you know, is what you need sometimes. And I think that's what makes players, like particularly Mark Selby's probably one that springs to mind for a lot of people. Like he's like, I'm not saying he has a bad memory. Like I don't think he does. I don't think Mark Selby has a bad memory. But what he does have is the ability to just ignore the bad unlucky frames and just get on with the next one. Treats every frame like the first frame, they say. And I think that's why he's a 4-time world champion. Like Ronnie O'Sullivan, sometimes he just like plays. Ronnie O'Sullivan just plays like he doesn't care. Sometimes he just plays for fun, and he just gets annoyed when he just can't play well. A bit like us on this game, just get annoyed. Oh my god, what a miss! How on earth did I miss that? How on earth did I miss that? Please tell me. How the bloody heck did I miss that? It's distraction, man. Too many loud noises. That's just annoying, man. That's just a kick in. If that is not a kick in the teeth, well, that could be a reprieve. Although this is an easy enough shot for somebody who's 2-0 up on Snooker 19. Like, why did they make the Snooker 19 so? What? Imagine there was a mode like. Basically, medium is where they only play realistic shots, really, or easy. But then the game's like pathetic. It's not even fun to play if it's that easy. But like this is just so extremely difficult that it's not even fun. Like it's ridiculous. No, wrong side of the blue. Good thing is there's a few awkward reds. Having said that, he's just got on one of them and he's going to knock it in. So that's a weight off his shoulders. But it's not the easiest table in the world, so you know we might get another chance. We're now even in this frame. If we lose this frame, then I wouldn't fancy us winning another frame in this match. Well, in fact, I would think would, you know, I wouldn't fancy us winning the match, but I don't think we'd get I don't know if we'd get whitewashed, so to speak. But this has been absolutely disgusting from us. Like, we're getting so many chances, so many good chances, and we're just screwing. I thought he was on a colour there. I genuinely thought, what? And this table's so open for him now. Obviously, there are still a few difficult reds. So I'm obviously saying it's so open whilst thinking at least there's a few difficult reds. Bit weird like that. Well, I like to think. In theory, we could have been 3-0 up in this match, but that is, like I said, in hindsight, in theory, it's a wonderful thing, but it's not true, is it? And Williams just really rubbing it in by taking his time on this, because we know he's going to win the frame. Like, there's only 2 difficult reds, and he's playing so many stupid balls, it's not even funny. It's not even fair.
52.
So he threw the first frame away from the cusp of victory. That wasn't a great positional shot, but he's got this red down the cushion, which is obviously a very easy pot for players. What the heck? Right, we are going to win this match. I'm going to win this match.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Good shot.
Tremendous pot. 1.
The only stick in the mud in this break is this red right here that I'm going to play on right now. Perfect. Spent a lot of time on that shot, but I'm just literally about to say, good time, there's no time limit on shots. Well, the irony in that is that I think the next tournament is the snooker shootout, and we all know about time limits. You know, we get timed on our shots in that tournament. For any of you who don't know, I'm not even lying. I don't know if it's actually the next tournament, but it's very soon. Like, the World Grand Prix, this is February, or this is January, February time, and the shootout is like February time. I think in the upcoming season it's going to be in January, but it's traditionally a February tournament, so, you know, the shootout should be right around the corner. It's normally like after the World Grand Prix, before the players, it's normally around this time. Welsh Open, Players Championship, World Grand Prix, those are sort of surrounding tournaments. They're coming up as well, Players Championship and Welsh Open. I'm not going to play in the Welsh Open, I just straight up skipped the Scottish Open. I had a very lame attempt at the Northern Ireland Open, and it was a last 64 exit at the hands of a very capable Mitchell Mann, believe it or not. Mitchell Mann, yeah. A player who I don't think has won anything, but there you go. We lose to the world number, I don't even know what ranking he was, but we lost in the last 64. That yellow's not a good idea, just because of the angle, it's not very nice. And I'm just talking a load of waffle at the moment. Like, I don't even know if I'm talking sense. Well, I know I'm not talking sense. That's that bit. Come on, do we need to clarify? I'm obviously talking a load of rubbish. These frames are lasting so long, I'm not even lying, but... Oh my god, what an overhit, what a misjudgment. I think it's alright. Oh no, that's fine actually, I can still get to the right side of the green. Even so, if I'd got the right, if I hadn't done that yellow well, I could have just taken the green to the opposite corner, it probably would have just been slightly trickier. So obviously I want the easiest shot, like I was blabbering on. I don't know if it was earlier in this frame or in the last frame, but oh my god, I've overhit that. You know, I hit that so hard that I actually got a rub off the brown in the end, and the brown killed the pace of the cue ball ever so slightly. So I'm actually perfect on this green. So what a result that was. So this green is like the only difficult part left. I can just smack this in, get nicely on the brown, which I have done. Hold myself together, and this is a 2-1. We're going to be closing this scary gap down. We'll be putting our first frame on the board, and you know, it's nice to do it. It's nice to have done it in this way, to have hurt Williams. You know, the amount of times in this match he's hurt us. It's just like giving the other. It's just like a taste of his own medicine. This is. Need a bounce, that'll do.
38.
That'll do, okay. Couple more pots, and this is more difficult than I would have liked. Under normal circumstances,
Just the pink ball now.
I'd of course fancy myself getting this. I'm talking about this as if this is a bloody final,
Wonderful.
as if it's a final frame.
That should mean no way back into this.
Oh right, I think that was frame ball. Yeah, it was.
44.
Well, this for the half century, put it that way. We've already made a half century break in this match. I think last frame made a break of 51. Or was it 59? We had 59 points when Williams started the comeback trail, I think. I don't think we had 67 because we obviously scored a break of 8 at the start. But yeah, we have made a break of 51 to reduce the gap to 2-1. So hopefully that doesn't get us feeling too overconfident, and hopefully we can still take this next frame rather in good style. So straight away we've been presented with a chance. And I've noticed that AI recently, man, they've really started to play these weird attacking break-offs. Like, I'm not complaining because I love it. So who doesn't want an easy opener? But it's just strange. Like, the AI plays so differently on this game to how they do it, to how real life game snooker's played. But obviously it is a video game. Obviously in this game they go for much more daring shots, as I pointed out as one of my big complaints. And they get them, which is, I'd quite like the daring shots if they always missed them. That'd be really nice. But no, then the game would be too easy and it just wouldn't be fun. That's the whole reason I switched to a hard AI. Because I thought, what is Snooker 19? Because after I won that after I won the European Masters, I thought that was way too easy. Like, what is Snooker 19 if it's this easy? Like, it's not even going to be entertaining to play or watch. I just was like thinking, this is going to be so boring now. I'm just going to win everything, and it's not even going to be. There's not even going to be competition. This hard AI has made it look so tough that it's actually a fun challenge. And I can beat them. That's the fun thing. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win, and that's what makes it more realistic. I'm yet to beat a top 16 player on Pro Plus. I think, yeah. I lost to Robertson in the Champion of Champions, the lost episode. I'm just gonna call it the lost episode because the lost episodes, because you know you guys didn't see that one because I was only deleted the videos before I uploaded it. Because what I was meant to do, I filmed it on Sunday and I thought, right, I can't bother to upload them today. Look at the weather, man. It's such a sunny day. Let's go and play some snooker. You know, let's just go and chill in the garden. And that was kind of the problem. Because then I thought I'll just upload it sometime in the week, and it just completely escaped me to upload it during the week. And then it came Friday, and I just thought, and it was on my camera, the Robertson game, and I just, like I always do, I just delete the videos at the start of the session. Like, I didn't even think, have I uploaded this? Now I always have a little think to myself, did I upload this video? Yeah, I don't want another Robertson situation. I'll just call it. And you know, I'm Neil Robertson. Hopefully you did see the match with J-Rob in the last match. I actually found out that Jimmy Robertson doesn't have actually a proper nickname. I thought he was called J-Rob or something. I know Neil Robertson's called, what's it called? Robbo, and obviously the Thunder from Down Under and all that, but I think McManus is the one who likes to call him Robbo. I'm surprised they don't just call him Robertson the Robot. Robbo the Robot. It just sounds like a good name for a robot, doesn't it? Robbo. Rob. We all know about Rob from Mario Kart DS. If you've played Mario Kart DS, that is. There's a character called Rob. He's like a robot. It's pretty funny. And there's this vehicle, Rob Legs. He has like these legs. It's funny. It's a tough little shot. This.
Attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Off, and I'm on the black. Well, I'm not really on the black very nicely.
Lucky if he's got anything here.
Off, I can get to the pink if I fancy. How's the black looking? Tempting as far as the 147's concerned, but it doesn't really get me to a red, so I'm not going to bother taking it on. I reckon I can get to a red from the pink. I reckon the pink will offer me some kind of opportunity with positional play.
Good cueing required here. What striking. That is something else. 39.
Well, Founds is happy with that, is Neil Founds. Just, not even Neil Founds, just Founds. So it's the first time going for a 147 that I've just actively refused a black, I think. I think that, like, I was actively thinking about it, like, quite a lot of the time. But at one point, he was just becoming subconscious taking those blacks because the blacks were the easiest shot available, easiest colour available. So I was just kind of going for him just because I needed to. And then the 147 obviously started flooding my mind. But I thought, don't start getting too fixated upon one thing. You know what 147s do to you when you're so focused on them. So often players mess up frames because they're bothered about 147. So yeah, if the 147's coming easily and you're playing well, and you're in the early stages of a long match, like at the World Championship, for example, then maybe it's a good chance to go for a 147. Like if maybe even one or some of those scenarios, or even all of them are true. I'm not saying all of them have to be true though, but certainly you'd think one of them should be true. Like you shouldn't be playing it. You shouldn't be trying a 147 9-0 down, like 9-6 down, for example, and you shouldn't be trying a 147 5-2 down in a best of 11, for example. Like, maybe 5-0 down, yes, because at 5-0 you're pretty much playing for pride at that point. I mean, I'm not being insulting, but you're pretty much just playing for fun at that point. It's a very long way back, and if you can get back into it, then it's probably because you played really well and played just so calm that you've been able to do it and you've not been desperate. So, but 5-2 down, I wouldn't try it because you can still win the match from 5-2, but you don't want to throw it away. At 5-0, you've pretty much got nothing to lose. Like very rarely do players come back from 5-0 down. I know it happens. Nigel Bond did it against Barry Hawkins once, some 6-7 years ago.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
More recently, though, Jamie Clark did it against Jamie O'Neill in the World Championship qualifiers. And I fancied Clark to do that because I've never really heard much of Jamie O'Neill. Jamie Clark's performance at the World Championship last year was fantastic. It was just a shame he couldn't get through to the quarters. It's a shame he couldn't get through this year. Like I really was disappointed that he didn't get through. They didn't qualify. I mean, Mark Davis though, you can't take anything away from that comeback from 7-2 behind.
Just as red needed.
Speaking of comebacks in the World Championship qualifiers on Judgment Day, Graham Dott and Tian Pengfei, man. Graham Dott was 8-1 down. Tian Pengfei qualified for the Crucible for the second time. I mean, I don't know how Tian didn't get through to the second round this time, let alone last time. In 2019, let's not talk about that one. He was probably just so traumatised after that 2019 match. Like, the memories must have come back to him in the John Higgins game this year. He must have been thinking, I'm playing well, he's playing badly. Oh my god, it's happening again. He's playing really badly, I'm playing really well. I've got a huge lead, I should go through. I just can't do it. And those memories of the Maguire game must have just come back to him and he must have just completely collapsed his game. I think it did, he should have been 8-8 at the end of that session. He was robbed of that frame, I think. If you even understand what I'm saying. But he was a good player, he's a good character, Tian is. I don't even know, he's a good player, I think. But I did really want Graham Dott to make that comeback against him. On the note of Graham Dott, I think he's well number 18 at the moment. I think he might potentially break back into the top 16. The 17th is Zhou Yuelong. Of course, I think he's literally. I think he'll be in the Masters next year. I really hope so. I don't know about UK champion. I don't know about World Championship seed. I think he's got a better chance because a lot of those points because I know he earned a few points like 30,000 or something, or 20,000, 30,000. He had 20,000 out of reach in the shootout final 2019, and he had 30,000 out of reach in European Masters final 2019. No, 2020 those both were, not 2019. But then he's going to earn a lot of ranking points out of the UK Championship run last year, so that's probably going to put him in good stead to reach the Masters and the World Championship. It's a shame he didn't qualify this year. I would have thought it'd be. I think it was Highfield who knocked him. I can't quite. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's Highfield. He's an excellent player, isn't he? I think have I done the century? I'm not even But that was the century, right? And yeah, this video is just gotta say it's ended just in time for the 47 minutes. pretty much. It's just short of it. We're in the 46th minute now. It's 45 minutes 07. You know, if this was football, this is a football match, we would have reached half time. This would be classed as 45 plus 1 in stoppage time if you scored a goal in this minute. You know, it wouldn't be classed as the 45th minute because it's 46th, isn't it? But obviously 45 plus 1 because you've done the first half. But you're probably just thinking that I'm genuinely talking a load of rubbish. What are we on at the moment? 115, right, we could make 140 here, that would be our highest break of all time. I thought we could equal our highest of 136, but we can actually crack it, so. Although, it's going to take some pot, this is. Well, I don't know if that's some pot, but it's going to take a solid pot. I don't think that's there. Never mind about the highest break. That break of 118, I believe that was. 118? 118, what a break. Gives us the 4th frame, and we are very happy with that. And we finished this video all square. It's 2 apiece. Probably could have won that 4-0. You know, the way we lost those first 2 frames really should have been 4-0 to us. But hey, 2-2. I think we'll take that at the end of it because we nearly lost the 3rd frame. I think we'd definitely take that. I'm very happy with it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're having a good day. See you soon and goodbye.